hot afternoon in June in Oklahoma. I'm out here, we're rotating pastures with the cows, and Chief is on by the gate closest to the house, and that's where the cows were. And now we are moving them across this little easement road that just a few families, it's a private road that just, I guess, 4 families use. Well, I got a phone call from Chief letting me know the cows are on the way. And I lost my train of thought. But anyways, we're moving the cows across the road here. Here they come. We're moving them across the road to this other pasture. And this is how we do it. I've done videos. I did a video on this a long time ago. But basically, we move them across the road here. I'll show you a little bit better here, the setup I got here in a minute once I get them across. So they like to get out here on the road, and as soon as they see something new, they stop. So they're out here on this gravel road, and they see this grass over here, and they just stop. And they're over there. They don't want to go in. So we'll give them a second. These last couple are kind of skittish. Typically, the cows that are here have been here for more than a year or whatever. They've been rotated back and forth a few times. They know the route to take, and they just come right across here real easy. We've got a few new ones in our herd this year, and they're a little unsure on what to do. So kind of relying on the older ones, the ones that have been here for a long time, kind of relying on them to guide them in, and just hope they figure it out, and they'll get used to it as well. So here we are. It is hot out. I wanted to do this morning, first thing, but we got tied up doing a few things, and it just didn't work out. So here we are. Come on, girl. These are the newest ones to our herd, a steer and a cow calf. They're a little unsure on what to do. I've removed all the cedar trees, a lot of the cedar trees on this side of the property. Let me show you the cows here. They're off to find some shade. And there's a lot of it, a lot more shade on this side of this part of our property than there is on the other. This side it's maybe got, 5 acres of trees, maybe less, but some good shade trees where I've cleared out a lot of them where the grass still grows underneath. Now there's still some thick areas. You can see right in there, man, it's really thick. But I've left these cedar trees all along this front fence line on purpose. I actually had a guy with a tree spade on his skid steer years ago come, and I hired him to put all these in. He moved them from other parts of the property and put them all the way across this. This is a 10-acre pasture. He put them all the way across. And I know people hate cedar trees. Hey, they serve a purpose. I'm not going to clear every single one of them if they're serving a purpose. And on this purpose, they're serving a little bit of privacy break. These were already pretty big when I had them moved, so it sped up the process. If I were to plant pines or something out here, first of all, I'd have to baby them like crazy. And water them and all that for the first several years, and then it would take forever. But these things were probably 6 to 8 foot at least when I had them moved. And of course, cedars do great. They don't mind the dry. And this is just something that's important to me, a little bit of privacy. I think this property over here you know, looking into the future, maybe a home site for some of the kids or whatever. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds, but I like the privacy, and it also gives the cows a place to get in the shade. They love to rub on these cedar boughs. They rub the flies off of them, and they also probably get a little oil off of those if they rub hard enough anyway. And I think that may help with that as well. So anyways, that's that. I'm gonna turn you back around. We're gonna take a look at this little gate here. So this over here is where they came from. You can see the top of the shop way over there, but they came from here. I haven't got a real great way. This is just cattle panels there to the corner, or to where that gate is. And I've just got this panel wired to that, and I can swing it open. So when I'm not using it, this panel here just swings and sets against that panel and those posts. And of course that gate shuts. And then I've got panels here, and then I've got two gates. Now, I checked with my neighbors just to make sure that they were okay with this. And I try to plan these moves when they're not gonna be coming and going. It's not been a problem thus far. Hopefully it'll stay that way. But like I said, I just leave these gates up, and you know, it's not very often that I move these cows. So this is how I do it. So it's as easy as that. I used to do things the hard way, and it's partly because I didn't really have any other option at the time. I used to pen the cows up over there in the sorting pens and trailer them over to here. Now that was not bad, bringing them here, but getting them back over there was a pain. It was a huge pain. And after I had my hand accident, I guess I should say, I had a buddy named Mike, and I hope you're watching, Mike. He had raised cattle for a long time, and where his cattle were like an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours from where his house was. And so he had to think out of the box and, you know, make things kind of automated and make things easier because he was so far away. So automate stuff, and also, you know, put in certain infrastructure, put in certain stuff to make life easier should you have to call a friend or a neighbor to go help you or whatever and you're not there. That was kind of his case. So after I had this accident and I was down for quite some time, Mike came out, and we just kind of said, hey, look, how can we make things easier? And that was one of the projects we thought about. Was it's kind of a you know, a short alleyway, I guess, between pastures, and it makes it so much easier. I can typically do it by myself. It's easier if I have somebody on the far end by the house to open that fence and call them in, and they kind of know where to go, but I can do it by myself. So anyways, we'll take a look at the cows. My phone is about to overheat and shut down, so we'll wrap this thing up. Looks like old Judge already found him a nice shady spot.